Hello guys, Arthur here with more Zeepkist, and today we'll start to review tracks from ZCL 50 blocks. And there's new rules. Track should be from 30 to 60 seconds and you need to have only 50 blocks max. And the first one, minute 15, a really strange track, especially with like first, let's say 15-20 seconds of AFK. You can do nothing on this ice and it's give you pretty decent time. Track itself, well, for me I was thinking that there's more blocks than 50, but by validation it's all fine. But track itself pretty weird, and I think we will have a lot of different weird tracks, let's say this way. So long, and that's for all the fish. Strange name, not that guy, and we'll watch how he do in this level. Also he have this level, also he have like on the Steam page like validation record, so you can watch it there. But anyway, I was surprised that it's only 15 blocks with all of this like scenery and all this stuff. Pretty hard track in terms of like looping and switching and transitioning. I don't know how you should call it correctly, but it's pretty hard to have like good time. Ups and downs and arounds. Honestly, when I heard about like 50 block tracks, some kind of these tracks was the first that I thought about, that it's like line with some jumps, boosters, and maybe a couple of transitions. Another type of tracks, it's like loops when you're doing the same element over and over, but in this case it's just normal line, which I think it's fine. It's normal track, not hard but pretty good. Oasis and several worlds after. Nice track name from Kerncop. Again, similar track as previous one, but more jumps, more tricky lines, and some scenery. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, on this ZCL you're allowed to scale elements, so sometimes you can do more different and interesting stuff. For me, these tracks, for some elements you need precision in jumps and maintaining your speed, because there's a couple of speed checks, and also there's a risky finish where you need some speed around 110, 120 to do so, but I won't say that it's a really hard track. Broken Glass by Me, and yet again the scenery, it's just 50 blocks and all scenery are done great. I believe it's all because of scale, but still it's awesome. Track, I would say, in Me style. I know there's not a lot of arrows, just because all arrows are another element which you're limit off, so typical Me track, which I really enjoyed to drive. The Noodle track, with like straight line track with jumps, small transitions, and couple tricky moments, like where you have hill and you need to basically brake or use some tricks, like I'm not braking when you go down, I'm like starting to turn, and it's helped me to maintain some more speed. Pretty interesting track to grind faster results. Not hard, but tricky to achieve time. Minimal circularity. Well, this is the first top speed track, which is really hard to control your speed. Yet again, 50 blocks with some scenery, Definitely a lot of scale, but it was interesting because of amount of speed you have opportunity to fall off. Also, you have some speed checks where you need to jump and you need certain amount of speed to do so. Yet again, for me, I would say it's like typical track for ZSL, what I have in my mind. Double darkness. This time, after use another approach, you have fans and it's allow or force you to fly and drive steering on a ceiling. It's extra level of difficulty for this track because when you're upside down, your steering are different and you need to understand how to drive and not to fall off. So I really enjoy this idea. It was unexpected. So yeah, it was nice. Celadon by St. Nicholas, and this track, out of all this scenery, also use a lot of speed checks because to have decent and normal landing you need to have specific amount of speed. And I believe this is the first track where it uses the same part of this track, like basically it's a loop, you're doing same element over and over, like this time too. So this was another idea in my head that you can use all these 50 blocks, like maximize their usage. Really interesting and hard track to have really good result because at the end you have this specific speed check, but it was nice and fun. Operation Factory. Speed track with a lot of jump, and because of the Unity engine, jumps are tricky one, random one, and you need to aim and be really precise when you're doing it. It's not hard to finish it, it's really hard to achieve the great after time or great time at all. All this light pole, they give you extra hardness because in most cases they're put on like trajectory where you want to land your soul box. Sweet 50 Journey by Richie. A lot of wavy road, let's say a lot of different transition, which made difference for this track from all others, and a lot of turns, maybe couple speed checks, but they're not so hard, so it's pretty easy track to finish, but I would say it's hard to be really fast. And I really enjoyed to drive this track, and I spent not so many attempts, but all of them were fun and you're not like annoying on this track. Sulphurous Sea by Round Zip. Here is a good scenery and decoration, and I admire how to have limited blocks of 50 you still could do all of these elements. Yes, scale helps, but I would say tracks are not really different from Round Zip track. It's not really hard, it's have couple of speed check jumps, but they're all pretty doable even with not max speed that you can achieve. Highwire, but Just Maki. Well, the only what I can say as usual, Just Maki do pretty hard tracks because of all these transitions. They're pretty tight, so everything that you need to do really precise. Otherwise, for any transition you won't have enough speed and you just can't make a couple of speed check jumps. Yes, for some transition you can skip them or jump it, it's out, but you're losing speed. get into the chopper. Okay guys, this is the first track with really cool idea. The track itself not hard, but that someone used chopper that already in the game and just scale it at max and put couple of checkpoints. It's look great. Again, as I said, it's not really hard track. All checkpoints are mirroring or wide, so you can do this track from both sides of the chopper, so it's up to you how you want to do it, but the idea is really cool. Nightmare. I don't know why this track are not opened in open lobbies, but Wolf, I think this name is after, he redone it, I believe already twice, so I don't sure that this version will be the last one. But let's go this way. You have one speed check where you need to be really precise on the roads, then you have a lot of wind fans. And for me, the most trickiest place, it was transition to the wall ride, where if you do wrong, you just fall off or won't make it. All other stuff are not really hard. It's pretty fast track, and you have just one hard scene. Okay guys, thanks for watching it. Leave likes, comment what your favorite track for this ZSL. Thanks for watching, see you on part 2, bye.